Back to the overall setup that the car has. We build our cars to turn left all the time, and without going into too many details, the evolution of the car has turned into a very soft rear spring package with a big rear sway bar. The sway bar turns the car. We've been more traditional with a huge right rear spring, very little left rear spring. So when you hit the gas to take off, you only have the outside tire with weight on it, and you're really fighting traction trying to get going. But it works great at speed, just tough taking off.
Speaking of taking off, and we mentioned that other guy, how is Chad doing these days?
He's doing a lot better now.
Did you get for any spare change?
No, this whole thing, that part should have come down as well, and we're highly confused why it didn't. And I think there's a fund going out there to pay for it, so Chad doesn't have to.
Young Hannah here was wondering, and Paige also asked the question, because Jeff Gordon told me yesterday both of his kids will be driving cars soon, racing cars, and Hannah wanted to know, because she's just right there she is, how soon your daughter might be driving, and...
Well, she's driven her little plastic electric car, her plastic four-wheeler. And then we had her on snow skis a couple of weeks ago. So,
how old were you when you started driving or riding? This was the bike.
Riding was 4, and started racing at my local motorcycle track at 5. And then I met this guy when I was barely 15 in the Mickey Thompson Stadium Series, and he was announcing.
I was a lot younger then.
So was I, actually. Somebody said, "Good luck, young man," and I thought, man, at 36, do I still qualify as a young man?
Oh yeah. So. I talked with Gordon yesterday. He's an adult.
He's old.
Yeah. We're talking about that. His first professional victory was Oakland Coliseum.
Yeah. 91.
And 91. Well, now I do feel old. We had someone. The name Gene came up here. Are you ever coming back to El Cajon? We miss you. And someone over here is wondering if you have anything named or you want something named in El Cajon. You weren't referring to your kids, were you? Okay. And someone else here went to school with you, and we asked, and you did play water polo, and she was wondering if you still have the Speedo. So what's the deal with the Speedo?
So many questions answered, but stay away from the Speedo question. And I was on the swim team and played water polo, and do not have that Speedo. Thank God.
Oh my God. I'm sorry.
Unfortunately, they now I do swim still, and they make like a short version. It's still way too tight, but it's much better.
You haven't been down to El Cajon though lately, have you?
We go down. We're there for our golf tournament. Now that we only have one date here at California Speedway, it's changed things around. Our golf tournament is in June, and it's held at the Grand Del Mar Resort in Del Mar. And we circle back through. I go to my car dealership in Kearney Mesa and make a trip through El Cajon. Usually hit the taco stand for a burrito and wander around.
The question was also asked by Janie, have you been to In-N-Out yet? And what is it you ordered at In-N-Out?
I've been twice, and for me, I would always have it while driving, and with the lettuce, tomato, and all that, it's just too much. Yeah. So I've always gone grilled onions, ketchup, and cheese, and keep it simple and compact. It's really good, too.
Are you allowed to drive on normal roads?
My wife really does not like my driving. And recently, I just gave her the keys. I'm like, I don't need to be, told how to drive. You take care of it. I get car sick, so now I'd rather be nauseous than be in trouble.
Well, this place, if we had the time, we could go. Your entire adult life, and most of your childhood or your adolescence at least, you've been on the road every weekend racing someplace, doing something. What's the longest you can actually sit in one place before you get antsy and you need to go? And what do you do during that time if you're sitting there doing nothing?
Try to figure out where to go.
Okay. How long can you sit? What the off season?
This off season was really the most content I've been with downtime. I think that running for those 5 championships and the pressure of a 6 and all that goes with it, I just needed to stop. And I didn't run the Rolex 24, turned away a lot of other really kind of fun / work things just to stay at home and relax and be there. But at the same time, home has changed a bunch and is very busy with a 20-month-old running around. So I do have a very short attention span, and I have to stay going. I do.
Alec, who's out here someplace, whose favorite superhero is Spider-Man. He's over there. He's wondering who your favorite superhero was.